Uncle Curly was coming out the law library. At 73 years old, he was a jailhouse lawyer. And he knew Maryland case law like the back of his hand. His thing was helping out younger dudes with their cases. For a small fee, he would look over your case and let you know your chances of getting an appeal. He was responsible for sending a lot of dudes home. But Uncle Curly wasn't just no jailhouse lawyer. Actually, he was one of the 4 top members of the Good Brothers. An original day one member. He's basically one of the top thugs. But anyway, so leaving about the law library, he coming down the compound with his walking buddy, Mr. Floyd. Mr. Floyd wasn't a good brother, but he was a good friend of Curly. They've been down forever, bitten doing time together in that Maryland House of Corrections back in the day and all that. So Uncle Curly got his manila folders with his documents in it, you know what I mean? They walking and talking, chopping it up. Well, what Uncle Curly didn't know was, the whole time he was in the law library, he was being watched. So now, as he coming down the compound going towards his housing unit 3, it's 2 bald-headed white boys with tattoos following him at a distance. Now, given any other circumstances, Uncle Curly would have had a security guard. But because he was up the law library on a pass, he was by himself. So when him and Mr. Floyd finally make it out in front of housing unit 3, the 2 white boys whip out blades and ambush Uncle Curly from behind, stabbing him all in his back. But his walking buddy, Mr. Floyd, cocked back and slid the shit out one of the white boys across the grass. Then he took and dived on the other white boy that was hitting Uncle Curly, wrestling him down to the ground and held him. COs run over there and pepper spray all of them. They rushed Uncle Curly to an outside hospital. He was hit pretty bad, but thanks to Mr. Floyd, he survived. Floyd got him up off of him. Pepper sprayed and all that. Mr. Floyd was going off, yelling out, "You white motherfuckers!" They locked him and the white boys up, put him behind that door. The administration put Roxbury on an immediate lockdown. No movement. So in an attempt to prevent a war from escalating throughout the prison, the gang task force rounded up all the leaders of every organization in Roxbury. And I'm talking about from FTK, Murder Inc., the Bloods, the Crips, DMI, the Good Brothers, all the leaders. Handcuffed them from the front and one by one brought them in his office. Separately, the gang task force officer explained to the head of each organization they don't want no war in their facility, and if there is any more bloodshed, and if anything happens after they come off lockdown, every last one of the OGs and the leaders, the big chiefs, they get sent up Cumberland in that Ultramax and put into the gang program, where they take all your belongings, all your clothes items, make you walk around in your cell ass naked, and earn your clothes back through good conduct, which it can take you a month to earn a shirt. But anyway, once they was informed, they was uncuffed and sent back to their housing unit on 24-hour lockdown until further notice. Now, back over East Baltimore, Jumpman and Mike come in Mike grandmother's house through the basement door and lock it behind them. Jumpman sit the knapsack down on the table. They get to taking their ski masks and their hoodies off. Jumpman telling Mike like, I blew his fucking head off. He looking at the blood and brain matter on his hoodie. They take the hoodies and the masks and put them in the trash bag. Mike takes the bag back out the basement door, run across the alley, throws it in the dumpster. So while he was doing that, Jumpman takes it upon himself to go ahead on and look inside the knapsack. He sees the 5 bands Officer O'Reilly had in there for the hit. That was the hit money, the second half of the payment. So when he see that, he like, oh! Knowing he only got a couple seconds before Mike come back in through the basement door, he hurry up, grab a handful of money, stuffing it in his pocket. Hurry up, zip the knapsack back closed, put it back on the table. So when Mike come back in the basement, Jumpman sitting there smoking a cigarette. Like, he ain't done nothing. So Mike like, yo, you think we should call him? But Jumpman like, nah, what's understood ain't gotta be explained. Let him see it on the news. So Mike like, yeah, you right, all right. But then the bag on the table catches his eye. So he like, oh yeah, what the fuck you had in that? Jump like, I don't know. Mike grab the knapsack, unzipping it, dump it on the table. Every bit of $3 grand fall about that bitch. Mike like, oh, the fuck was he ready to do with all this money? We caught him at the right time. He like, shit, let's count this up. We can split this now. Jumpman like, hell yeah. They busted $3 grand straight down. They busted $3 grand straight down the middle, not including what Jumpman had tucked away in his pocket. Meanwhile, back over BCCC, when the Blood OG got the confirmation that the money got dropped off, a play got put in motion that hit T on.